YouTubers? This Anonymous T. Hope you're having an amazing day today. So today we are reacting to Tasha K's interview with T.S. Madison on Turned Out with T.S. Madison that airs on Fox Soul. As you guys know, this interview was supposed to air, I believe, like a couple weeks ago, right? However, it was before the injunction paperwork was finalized and they had to make sure everything was in place. They had to push back the airing of this. So I am not sure how much was cut out, or what have you, or if this was going to be the original cut that was supposed to air a couple weeks back. But it's just a lot, you guys. It's just a lot. T.S. Madison kept referring to Tasha K as infamous. Basically, not that she's famous, but that she's infamous, that she is known for a scandal or for something inappropriate or for something wrong, which in this case, she's being known for losing a $4 million lawsuit to Cardi B. And so Tasha K embraces this and she keeps saying how she's arrived, that she's not going to change anything. She keeps saying that what people have been reporting is fake news and that the truth is going to come out in the transcripts. Well, the problem is the transcripts are out, just some of it's redacted. So a lot of people are waiting for the unredacted transcripts to really go in, but pretty much what people have been recapping in the redacted transcripts correspond to what Dennis Byron, to what Choke No Joke, to what infamous Sylvia has been saying. So I don't understand, what else there is to wait for. And then Tasha K alludes to that she might be exposing all of Cardi B, whatever receipts she's claiming to have, that she's going to expose it all whenever the case is over, whether it's a year from now or whenever. And she said she's going to do it, quote, Tasha K style. No. Do you want to go back to court? Do you want to go back to court? I don't understand. And she keeps saying that she learned a lesson and, that she was all like, yeah, I talked about if she want to sue, we could sue and blah, 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 blah. And she's just like making this like a whole thing and talking about how Cardi B had 20 people and Tasha K only had 3 people and that it was her husband that told her to put the videos back up and keep the videos up while she was pregnant and while he was in the Dominican Republic. And, basically, but it's like on the same breath, in the same interview, you said that your husband tells you to do this, to leave the videos up in the midst of all of this lawsuits, right? In the midst of all this legal stuff going on. But in the same breath, you said that he got on the stand for 5 minutes and they only asked him questions about business and that he knows nothing about what you do with your show or with your platform. But I thought that he worked sometimes on editing your videos and everything else, and he was there for a lot of your interviews. So what do you mean he doesn't know what you do? That was a lie right there. And the whole time, Tasha K, she's got wine, she's got a bottle, she's drinking, she's tipsy, she is having a blast, and she's saying, that she's paid her white lawyers close to $1 million and that she doesn't have the money. And T.S. Madison was asking her, how is she going to afford to pay the $4 million to Cardi B? And she basically said, well, that's not set in stone. We have to wait on what happens with the appellate court and what they rule. And they have to rule everything to make sure that everything's right. So here's the thing, though. I don't think that they're not going to have an issue reviewing what took place in the actual lawsuit. Everything was, I's were dotted, T's were crossed, and the judge made sure of that. The issue is going to be, okay, whether or not, how soon you need to pay this money, right? And if there is any type of anything in there that potentially could overturn this, which I strongly doubt. And I don't understand why you're still discussing this right now. Technically, your case is still active. So why are you already talking as if you expect to get off? And these are the same lawyers actors that you gave a 1-star review, that you said that they were incompetent and doing all of these terrible things to where you don't want anybody to ever hire this attorney again. But you still got Olga representing you. Like, seriously? So she's claiming that she doesn't have the money. She's claiming that she briefly had a moment of empathy when she was pregnant about, saying all these things and this and that, and just taking the videos down for good nature. But it just seems as though everybody who's around her enables the toxic behavior, right? Because if you're getting sued, why would you take the advice of somebody who is out on vacation, telling you, oh, don't listen to what the attorneys or anybody is telling you. Leave the videos up so we can continue to monetize. What? But the thing is this, you even said that you may have beef with some of these people. You may have beef with some of these people that you spill gossip on. However, it's never got to this level to where they've actually sued you like Cardi B has and everything else. And you basically are standing 10 toes down that everything that you said was true. That you didn't lie because there's family and friends. So now you're alleging that Cardi B's family and friends are telling you T, which is why you believe it. That there's actual relatives that are turning on Cardi B to tell you T. Really? Because it sounds like people who are bitter that they no longer have access to Cardi B, or are mad that Cardi B is as famous and successful as she is, and they wanted to rain on her parade. They wanted to say some nasty stuff about her, to slander her reputation and defame her. But Tasha K is standing by everything she said. She is standing by saying that Cardi B has STDs. She is standing by Cardi B cheating on her husband. She is standing by everything that she said in those videos. And I just don't understand why she would do this when the case is still active and ongoing. Because it's telling me you haven't learned anything. And you don't feel any remorse. And you keep thinking because of the First Amendment that that's going to protect you in the case of this. But the issue is libel. And the issue is if you admitted on the stand that you knowingly lied about these accusations and still wanted to profit off of YouTube to get the monetization off of it, because it was your highest rated videos along with the R. Kelly videos, where do you think this is going to go for you? I don't understand. I don't understand. And at this point, it's like, you have to think, okay, this is a situation where somebody is too prideful to admit defeat. And like T.S. Madison basically said, Tasha K is going to use this situation to basically flip the narrative to however she wants to flip it, which is, I went to court, I got sued by Cardi B. But it's not over. I still can win. I still can release tea on her. I still can expose her, expose what I believe to be true in another time period when this is all over, so that you guys can still get it. And I can still make money off of it. And she's referring to herself as, a talk show host and, thinking she's going to be the next Wendy Williams. She's sending mad praise to T.S. Madison. And then, T.S. Madison. And then she's asking her, okay, well, why didn't she address any of this sooner? And Tasha K's like, yeah, I could have did interviews with anybody. All they had to do was just email me, but everybody wanted to gossip. Everybody wanted to, say all this and that. And it's like, but what, everybody's corroborating the same stories. There's not been one blogger that I have seen that has said anything different that took place in court from what everyone else has been reporting. Even the top publications, even Billboard, Rolling Stone, Page Six, People Magazine, Us Weekly, they're all corroborating what Dennis Byron, Choke No Joke, Infamous Sylvia have all said that attended that trial. So what are you talking about that there still needs to be something to come out that is somehow going to be the smoking gun? Like, I just don't understand. Because if everything that people are saying is untrue, is fake news, right? Why do you have to pay a $4 million judgment then? Like, did we just make that up out of thin air? Like, why would you have to pay a $4 million judgment? Why did the jury decide, hey, we're holding you liable, you did all this stuff, and you admitted to some of this stuff, and they even wanted to see if they could penalize you further, but only they were allowed to go to the maximum. So, at this point, it just sounds as though this press tour that Tasha K is going to do, she's going to present this basically as she's going to stand 10 toes down that what she believes she reported is true. And that whenever she has the opportunity, she still plans on either re-releasing the videos or re-reporting again and going even harder at Cardi B, which I think would be a huge mistake to do. A huge mistake to do. Because that means you haven't learned anything. Now it's personal for you, and now you want to personally try to ruin this woman. After everything, after these past 3 years of everything that's taken place, you still have not learned your lesson. And now you want revenge. And now you want to be vengeful and still try to release these videos again and still try to say even more damaging and defaming things about her. Why? And this is what I mean. This is why, you guys are going to end up back in court. Because I don't see this ending well for Tasha K. Because she basically is saying in this interview, she plans on, doing whatever it takes when it's all said and done. She thinks she's going to get off. And she thinks that she's going to be able to expose Cardi B even further than what originally was in the videos. So, if I'm Cardi B and if I'm her attorneys, I am immediately filing paperwork in the morning. Because what the heck? And then Tasha K, she's, there was a segment towards the end where T.S. Madison is asking, okay, is this something that you would blog or you wouldn't or what have you? So they're asking, different things. If she had to go to, was invited to a party, but she couldn't, bring her phone or take any evidence with her. And there was going to be drugs and all the stuff there. And so she basically said that she would send one of her employees because they like to get high. And basically, she would report it because she's never going to, sign a non-disclosure agreement or anything like that, that she doesn't do that. And she kept saying to T.S. Madison, I don't do that. I don't sign no NDAs. So it's just wild out here, you guys. It is just very wild out here. The only thing she said she wouldn't report on is, the alleged rumor, of course, about the Queen passing away because that's the royal family and they have certain protocols. But I don't even understand. You're saying you're 40, about to be 41 or what have you, or just turned 41, and that you are a mother, but you still do not feel any empathy and you do not feel that you caused any pain or any issues to Cardi B. And then she wanted to give a backhanded compliment, I guess, because T.S. Madison was bringing up the theory that Nicki Minaj was paying for all of this on Tasha K's behalf to get even with Cardi or whatever. And, Tasha K denied that and, said that basically she said in courtroom that, and it was weird because she was like, well, I think I can say this. I did say in court that Cardi B and Nicki Minaj are on the same level. And, it may not be that Cardi B is as successful as Nicki Minaj or has broken as many records as Nicki Minaj, but that she's on the same level in terms of celebrity and influence. I said that in court. And I'm just like, I'm like, what is going on? What is happening? What is happening? But this is Tasha K's play. This is her play. She is still going to, until the wheels go off, stay that this, everything that she's done, everything that she has said on her part is the truth and nothing but the truth. And she thinks she's going to get off so that she can further put more videos out about Cardi B. And I just don't understand. Like, there's been nothing learned. There's nothing learned from this injunction. There's nothing learned from this defamation lawsuit. And she's up here talking about how there hasn't been many defamation lawsuits. And it's like, well, in this particular case, like, this opens the door now for more people to sue, especially if people are blatantly spreading lies without any factual information or receipts and just, going off of whatever, and then ignoring 3 cease and desist letters. And then bragging about going to court and bragging at first and thinking you were going to win $3 million. But nothing has been learned other than you're taking the opportunity to basically brag on these interviews that you went to court against Cardi B. You don't have the money, but you still intend on exposing her again. You still intend on releasing what you feel is the truth whenever this is over, whenever you feel that you will be able to. And I think that's a huge mistake. That is the wrong approach. It doesn't sound like somebody who has empathy, who has remorse, and you're still drinking and carrying on as if this is your TV show. Like, I just don't know what it's going to take at this point for Tasha K to realize the gravity of this situation. I don't know what it's going to take, you guys. Like, I seriously don't. I don't know if you guys watched it yet or not. It's like about 15 minutes or so. I'm going to put the link in the description box because I want you guys to look at this for yourself and see it for what it is. And this is somebody who basically is not going to be empathetic. They're not going to feel any remorse. And they are standing down and standing, their ground like, hey, I said this. I did this. I was in court with Cardi B. And I'm going to continue to do this when this case wraps up. I'm going to continue to go after her. Which is a huge mistake. Huge mistake. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. What do you guys think about this interview? And I can't believe it still aired. Oh my gosh. Because there is all kinds of evidence in this interview that Tasha K, it's going to be used against you, girl. Why did you do this? Why did you say this? Why couldn't you say, no comment, this case is still active, this case is still pending, I can't speak to this, I can't speak to that, and you just took the bait from T.S. Madison, and you just, took your little spin and said, hey, I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and I'll get in trouble for it later. That's not somebody who's learned, or somebody who just has a $4 million judgment that's hanging on them. That's not what that sounds like. That sounds like somebody that's like, hey, I'm infamous. I made headline news. I made all the top publications because my name was next to Cardi B for this lawsuit. So I'm going to ride however long this goes and basically tell everybody what I said was true and that the case isn't over and I could potentially still win and still say whatever I want to say whenever this is over. Oh, no. What is going on? What is going on? But that is where we are, you guys. That is where we are. We are in the phase of, again, no remorse, no guilt, no growth. Just they're gonna she's standing by what she said and standing by everything and intends on revealing more at a later date whenever this case is over. And it's just the wrong move. Cardi B has to go hard. Like, you've given so many chances. You're trying to be forgiving, but you have to set the precedent, because basically, based off of this interview, Tasha K plans on going harder at the conclusion of this case. And you need to stop that before it even happens. So those are all the thoughts I have. I mean, it's just wild. Like, I was just so bewildered watching this. I was like, what is going on? Like, is this a comedy skit? Like, what? Like, did I miss it? Like, did I miss the punchline? Because she can't be serious. And then at some point, I was like, you know what? She is serious. This is her approach. Her approach is, hey, I was in court with Cardi B. Hey, I gave her a compliment that she was on the same level of celebrity as Nicki Minaj. Hey, there's still a potential for me to win this case, and I may not have to pay the $4 million. And whenever the case is over, I'm going to expose it all, Tasha K style. like you guys, with the wine and everything, like she was at her studio. You guys, oh my gosh. That's where we are, you guys. That's where we are this day and age. But let me know your guys' thoughts. What in the world do you guys think of this interview? Because everybody's going to be talking about it. Wow, just wow. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Those of you, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I do have playlists for those of you who need to catch up on all of the shenanigans that took place during the trial, as well as post-courtroom drama. I have playlists for both of those, and you can also, if you're new, check out other stuff that I've reviewed that I've discussed on my channel as well. We do a little bit of everything: TV reviews, celebrity news and gossip, sports. We tackle it all. But yeah, this is just crazy, you guys. This is just absolutely insane. But let me know your guys' thoughts. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.